Curved swords in Elden Ring are weapons? And today I will tell you what to use and what to avoid. Let's get into it. D tier, or basically shit. Elden Ring's worst curved sword is the Shotel. What a piece of crap this is. There's basically nothing this weapon does that others of its kind don't already do way better. Its one unique thing is that it bypasses shields. But be honest with me here, how many times have shields been a problem for you? Well, the Shotels wouldn't have helped you either way because this thing's damage is trash. C tier, weapons that are treading the line between shit and good. First one in C tier is the Scimitar. It's got average damage, range and such, so not very unique. Pretty much the same goes for the Falchion, except this does slightly more damage. Last one in C tier is the Shamshir, or as I like to call it, Shamshit. Well, in all honesty, it's not that bad. It's got a semi-unique moveset that's actually worse. It also doesn't have good damage, so that's a shame. B tier. These weapons are very nice. First up on B tier is the Grossmesser. It's got pretty good range and damage, but that's that. Next we have the Bandit's Curved Sword. It's also got really good damage, but not much else. Mantis Blade is up next, and this is the first curved sword on this list that isn't a copy and paste. It's a pretty short range curved sword with a good damage. The unique thing here is that when you do a heavy attack, the sword opens up. Yeah, it's not that cool, but the heavy attacks do pretty good damage and the blade opening up does sound pleasing. The Flowing Curved Sword is up next, and it's kinda underwhelming. It's supposed to be the sword of the guy who taught Malenia how to be a bitch and do the waterfowl dance. So thank god he's dead before he teaches that to Elden Beast or something. The sword itself is okay damage wise. It has a unique heavy attack where you turn into a ballerina. The damage here is pretty good, but landing this combo fully is not very easy. Up next is the Serpent's Curved Sword. It's essentially the Grossmesser, but when you kill someone it heals you a little. Last one in B tier is the Eclipse Shotel. This thing is quite unique for B tier, but in all honesty it's kinda shit. It does okay damage, and when buffed with its Ash of War, its damage becomes just fine. I think that this weapon is made for PvP because the buff gives it Death Blight, and that only works against players or player NPCs. A tier, or the weapons that are unique and at least great. First in A tier is the Scavenger's Curved Sword, but just because it has bleed. And as we all know, bleed is fucking busted. Plus you can slap Frostbite to this to make it even more busted. Second one in A tier is the Beastman's Curved Sword. This is here because it does a lot of damage for a curved sword, otherwise it's not that special. Last one in A tier is the Nox Flowing Sword. It's the Shotel if the Shotel did damage and was unique. The Nox Flowing Sword does okay damage and has pretty average range, but its Ash of War is why it's so good. The Ash of War does good damage and is a long sweep. It's got pretty long recovery, but it's good nonetheless. Astier, or Elden Ring's best curved swords. Elden Ring's second best curved sword is the Magma Blade. Not only does it look really funky, it also does good damage. Sadly though, the damage is split between fire and physical. Where this weapon really shines is in its Ash of War. It's the spinning / Ash of War, but it does more damage and leaves a puddle of lava. At first I thought it was kinda shit, but after testing I realized that the lava actually does decent damage. Plus it looks kinda cool. Elden Ring's most powerful curved sword is the Wing of Astel. The Wing of Astel looks like an enlarged dragonfly wing. It's got pretty good damage that is split between magic and physical. Where this weapon really shines is that its heavy attack shoot lasers, and these lasers do really good damage, but not only are the lasers good, but so is the Ash of War. The Ash of War shoots what I can only describe as Astel's kidney stones, that then explode. These small explosions do surprisingly good damage, especially when the enemy you're fighting is large. Anyway, that's the video. Like and subscribe so that I don't have to get a real job. Goodbye.